There is this angel saying, I'm gonna find my way back home. The secret is love, he said.
Don't follow trends, follow your heart. So this video is a Facebook video that I recorded live, therefore the quality is a little more low. But it's the essence and the message there. I'm on the lake with Happy, a lake called Dog Lake actually. This was my first video, live video or YouTube video in more than half a year, where I've been on a spiritual journey that was not allowing me to be introverted. So this is about the greatest shifting point in my life, and probably you have something similar to this now, if you are really tuning into your heart. Listen to this and you'll get a very important point that life has for us all. Welcome. Hi. So Happy and me, we are here by the lake. And this is the Happy report. I decided to make this Happy report because of a huge shift in my own life, a huge realization about how to be happy, to become happy, and what happiness is. And yeah, well, our dog's name is Happy, and he's right now he's focused upon other things. I hope you can hear me because it's actually quite windy, so we're drifting with the flow to a new shore here. About happiness, many people often ask me, how can you be happy? Like very often you are smiling and so much joy around you. And of course I'm not always happy, because to have something like happiness, you have to have the contrary. Just like day has a night, and after every day there's a night. Joy is there because of sadness, and otherwise we wouldn't have the term happy, sad. And then I look at Happy. Let me just sit down on this paddleboard. So we are here sailing, and I realized that like for me, I always felt like I had a mission actually just to be happy, and what made me happy was the same thing that I guess makes a dog happy. I'm not always happy, of course, but why is a dog happy? Why is this little fellow always happy? What is it? Why did he deserve his name? What makes him deserve his name? Because he's present in this moment. He's not worried about what might come. He's not worried about where to go next. He's just here. He's enjoying whatever is coming towards him. Of course, then stuff can happen, and an angry dog can try to bite him or whatever. But basically, he's finding joy in whatever is. So now the question is it all about always finding joy in whatever is? And is this possible? Because we need to have a drive as human beings towards something. And for me, it was always about following my heart and inspiring others to do so in whatever I did, like music, design clothes, or heartfulness. It was always about the inspiration of following one's heart, and that would always lead me to clean out whatever garbage I had in me. So it was always a journey of old sadness, old frustration being cleaned out towards the happiness. But what basically is the bottom line of happiness? I believe it comes from when you drop this fixed idea of how your life must look. In other words, desires. Our desires. It's not that we cannot have a goal or a purpose, but the thing is that if we drop the desires, then this moment here and now will be perfect as it is. Take me as an example. I wanted a family. And I'm an astrologer, and I could see in my chart that I don't have a chart that really calls for a family in a traditional sense. And my own family was never traditional. Now we are hitting a shore here. Look, this beautiful, beautiful place. if anyone here who sees this knows about astrology, I have a night chart, Hellenistic astrology, and Saturn, which is the malefic of the night chart, is on top of my moon. So I was always like, I knew these astrological things, and I've seen them in play in other people's charts, but I was like, no way. I'm gonna fight for it. I'm gonna get a family. I'm gonna do it. But what is a family? A family for me was this ideal picture, image of a boy and a girl, and first of all, someone that I loved, you know, like a partner that I was in love with. Hi, people. A partner that I was in love with, that with whom I had balance and had the same purpose and the same goal, where we could give a balanced life to the children. And so, therefore, my search was that for a long time. But until I had found the balance within myself, I would not be able to find a balanced partner. Because for me, the law of attraction is really simple. Whatever we radiate, whatever we send out, comes back to us. It's so clear. It's so obvious to me. Try to see it for yourself. Whenever you're sad, whenever you're angry, whenever you're happy, what comes to you? But also in the larger scale. Whatever was a problem in my former relationship would have some kind of resonance with something within me until I cleaned it out. That's why I started really working upon myself instead of pointing my fingers towards others in this search for happiness. So I would start to see, what is it that I am sending out in order to attract this or that. And like this, I had many teachers in my life, different teachers in the form of a partner, often. They would teach me something. Whoa. Happy is getting crazy because he's only 3 months old, so he's playful now, and we are on the water, so we don't want 2 playful dogs here. Okay, so instead of saying, oh, but this partner, he's just an idiot because he doesn't let me do astrology and he doesn't understand, but what was going on inside of me was that I had blockages. I was judging myself, so I would attract someone who judged me the same way, and I would have disharmony inside of myself. I would attract something outside of myself. So I always tried to work on myself, but I had to dig even deeper. And when I finally met the man that was in balance with me, even though we still have work to do, it was not obvious that we could have children, because my partner was way older than me, and he just came out of a divorce. And he was just an amazing man, of course, with some work to do, because he just got out of a divorce. And anyone who's been in any kind of divorce knows that a divorce situation will always bring some cleaning afterwards and some things to do. And finally, we realized that he was not. It was not for him to have another child, also due to his own child situation. And I was given the most beautiful, most amazing, sweet, mentally handicapped bonus daughter, and a freaking awesome bonus son, or whatever. Maybe if he watches this, I don't know if you want me to call him that, but it doesn't matter, I'm gonna do it anyways. Who is like, I have so much fun with this guy. He cracks me up all the time, basically. So I was having a desire of a family, and I was given what I wanted, but I was given it in another form than this idealistic view of, oh, mother, father, children, pregnancy, and I realized, after thinking, oh, I'm not gonna have a child, and I went down, in this downer and blah, 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 but I realized it was my ego who had this desire. If it had meant to be like that, it would have come to me. I'm not on a quest to fight a natural flow. That's why I'm on the rivers making this report, and it's not actually about me. Actually, I'm not on a river. I'm on a lake, but it sounds wilder. It's not about me. It's about the fact that when we remove, because this video is about becoming happy. When we remove a desire of a certain specific outcome, that other people has to be a certain way for us to be happy, instead of looking within and finding that happiness, the core of it within us, it will automatically manifest outside of us. And in my case, this happiness within me manifests in the form of this dog, Happy, of my amazing Martin, my partner, of 2 bonus children, Charlotte and Paul, that are just freaking awesome. And yeah, I will not have a traditional life. Maybe it will come, who knows? I mean, if the universe suddenly decides to bring us a child anyways, we will both be happy, but it's not in the plans. But what I'm saying is that sometimes we have this mental image of us, that our partner, our life situation, our family, our children, our dogs, our work should be in a certain way, our social status, our economical status, when we are looking outside of ourselves for something you can only find within you. And you will not find it until you let go of the desire of a specific, certain outcome. You try to control something, which, yes, of course, you can build a wall, you can build a house, you can build something from the bottom. But what I realized is that the joy I radiate comes back to me in all kinds of beautiful ways. And it just keeps spreading from there. And my acceptance of any situation as it is, without fighting it, without having the resistance, which is not always easy, I know, but it brings so much joy and happiness. Charlotte and Paul and Martin as a family, as what I always wanted. If it wasn't for an ego having a desire of more. That's our Western culture. We want more, we want better. Outside of ourselves, we want more, we want better. But where do you find that joy, that happiness? Happy more? You find it on the inside. And how do you do that? You choose it. And you're like, how can I choose joy? Well, you choose to smile. You choose to, whatever comes up for you that tells you, oh, there's no reason to be happy. You know there's always a reason to be happy. Write it down and remind yourself of that, and reprogram your brain. Redirect your attention towards that place in your heart where joy always resides. Because we are giving on a large scale what we send out. On a very large scale. We are creating our own realities, I'm certain. If you don't believe in this, it's okay. We just wanted to say hi, and we just wanted to say that we hope that you find happiness in the situation that you are. No matter if you're sick. I've also tried to be sick 6 months in a row with infections after an operation in my foot 2 times. Whether you don't have enough money compared to what, whether your partner is angry sometimes, well, give him a hug, give him a kiss, give her a hug, a kiss, because your children aren't getting the right grades. Well, who cares about the grades? Get out of your head and into your heart, and throw yourself into the middle of the lake and try to see where the wind will take you. And then find the gift within that without having a desire for a specific outcome. Then magic starts happening. I can assure you that. Sending you love, sending you light. See you. Happy? Happy. Stay. Woo. Happy is good. Happy. Come on, Mira. Ah, Mira, Bessie. Yeah. Tommy fell into the water. See you around.
There is this angel saying, I'm gonna find my way back home. The secret is love, he said. You got to lift yourself up, try again, one day you will break through. What you
Don't follow trends, follow your heart.